Welcome to the Beach House with Mo and Steph. Come on in, pour yourself a drink, and join us out on the deck as we inspire, encourage, and empower one another to live authentic, audacious, above only lives. It's all right here at the Beach House. Welcome to the Beach House with Mo and Steph on this lovely day.
Lovely day.
This lovely cloudy day.
Nah.
No, you ain't got no clouds. It's just me.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. Okay, so we always get on and we start talking. Just,
Yes.
usual gab, gab, gab. And then it turns into deep
Deepness.
stuff. And so then we're like, we gotta hit the record. So
Right.
so the record has been hit because we started to get in it.
We started 30 minutes ago.
We started to get in it. So yeah. So today we are talking about you are already her. You are
Already arrived.
ready her.
Yeah.
Already her. So
Trim it up.
here's how we're breaking it down. We're going into the lies, we're going into the truth, and then we're going into the shifts. That's how we're gonna work this series of already being her, because we gotta break this thing down.
To the funky town.
Get down the fucking town.
Because it's deep though.
It is.
There's a deepness to that.
It is. I mean,
Let's just say a foundation. There is a foundation. And you grow from that foundation. Instead of thinking I gotta keep putting in the foundation.
exactly, because that's the whole point of today's thing. You're already there.
You're already there. You're already built. You like the building that's already built, or the foundation where the cement is down, and everybody tries to keep building on that cement, and it's like, but it's already there.
The foundation has already been set.
Yeah, you're good.
So let's start with the lie. So
Let's.
the lie is that we always have to keep doing something in order to get to where we're going. So I guess you could put it as I'm never there. There's always something that I gotta do in order to get there, wherever there is.
That's the question.
Yeah, it's like, who knows? But there's always this thing of like, when I do this, then I'll be able to do that. Or when I get to this, then I'll finally be that. And there's always this thing that you're striving for. And if I could just get this one thing, then I'll finally be there. That's the lie that we just keep buying into over and over and over, that there's always another step.
And the way you know that is, and people say it all the time, I finally arrived and I'm still not happy. Because,
there's no arrival.
Yeah.
There's no arrival. But we're always trying to get to this next place. But what if the place was already there and you already had it?
See, it's already, and that's what he says. It's already finished. Now you have to trust and walk in that finished work.
Exactly.
So instead of striving to keep getting there, rest, develop yourself so that you're ready when he brings the next piece of the Legos. That's what I say, like Legos, right? Yeah.
There's always another piece you're building because it's that carrot. I mean, I know people always talk about the little hamster wheel, that you're constantly going in the hamster wheel, but you're never getting anywhere because you're just going in circles. And you're always reaching for that little dangling carrot in front of you, thinking that if I could only get this, then I'll finally be where I need to be. But if you're thinking from that standpoint, that state, there's always going to be something that you're reaching for that you're never going to get to.
Right. There's no end.
Uh-uh.
There's no end.
It's always going.
So you never arrive. And then it's amazing because when you're doing that and you're striving and you're striving and you're striving, like let's say you have a family and all of a sudden your kids are getting ignored, all these different things are getting put to the wayside that the Lord brought to you for your, like for you to watch over, let's
Yeah.
say. And so you don't realize that stuff starts getting neglected until it's too late.
Yeah.
And then you're where you think you're supposed to be, and you turn around and it's like your kids are jacked and your house is jacked, and because you can't do both things. That's the one thing I've noticed, like when I see people who are like in business or whatever and they like lit all everything till we'll worry about that later. We'll just keep striving to get here and then we'll worry about this, but then by then kids
It's
are
too late.
grown,
Yeah, it's
kids
too
are
late. You missed the opportunity.
right. And all that development that was supposed to happen for your kids or happen for life or happen for your house or whatever, it's gone.
Yeah.
And you're like, what just happened? It's because you were striving, and the Lord's like, stay put so that I can bring these things to you and you can keep developing. Because there's one thing about the Lord that I noticed that when you rest in what he says and the finished works of what he says, it when it finally does come or whatever it is, it's a blessing instead of a curse
Absolutely.
because I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
If he gives it to me too early, it's a curse because I'm going to destroy it. I don't have the mindset for it.
hmm
I don't have the
And I think,
foresight or
people
everything.
mistake that preparation for
Mm, they skip
not
it, huh?
enough.
Yeah.
You were supposed to be preparing. And you look at it as far as that kind of thing where, you're striving in work, but there's also the mental side where I know people who are always waiting to be confident, waiting to be enough, and they're constantly working on being a better person, being at that level that they want to be at. And they keep saying, I just can't seem to get there. I just I just can't seem, I'm always working this, but I can't seem to get there.
Mhm.
And you live your whole life trying to get to this place, and that's the lie because you're already there, which is the truth.
Right.
So we got the lies about I'm always trying to get there.
I'm not enough.
Yeah.
Because that see that goes
I
into the
don't
identity
know.
part of the I'm not enough.
I don't know what else I need to do to get there. Well, you don't need to do anything because the truth now is that you're already there.
Amazing.
You already have everything that you need.
Hmm.
It's already there. You're not gonna get any more.
No,
It's the
not gonna
crazy
give me
thing.
a new brain.
Yeah, you're not gonna get any more. I mean, what is it? Second Peter 1:3, I think it says. We already have everything that pertains to life and godliness. What is everything?
Everything.
I mean,
I
how can you break down the definition of everything? It's
don't know.
everything.
I
It's
don't know.
everything. He said you already have everything that you need to live this life and live it in a godly way. You have everything. What's missing?
Right. And this is
What
the
are you
thing that
looking for?
I think the big part of it is, and people are probably going like, "What the heck are you talking about?" Right? I think the living with the Jones thing just keeps popping in my head, and it's
Comparison.
like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the exposure of
Comparison.
yourself and all this, and it's just kind of like what does God want for you?
Right. Not what do they, I got to keep up with what they have. What if you're
Right,
supposed to have that?
right. It's like maybe
Why do you
you're
even want it? That's the question. Can you answer that?
most people
You
can't.
see what they have, but why do you want it?
Yeah. And that might be something that might take, oops, I wasn't supposed to do that.
Oops.
I missed the phone's office. Shh.
Messing with buttons.
I didn't. I touched the mouse and like all the screens went on.
Boop, 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 boop,
Oh
boop.
snap. Okay. No, we're good.
Now you're in the mother load. You're in the secret headquarters now.
I'm in I'm
In the
in the
back
back
cave.
cave.
In the back cave, and all the secret monitors are coming up. Now you're gonna see what's
Right.
going on in everybody's houses in the
I
neighborhood.
go, oh, oh. No, but it was I know I keep going back to like business and stuff because I was in a like when you would go to the conferences and stuff like that, and they would show like the lifestyles of people and all these different things and
Yeah,
stuff and these
all that
houses
stuff
and
to
this
get you
what
hyped.
get you hyped or whatever. And I just like, dude, in my mind, I would sit there like, I really don't want that responsibility. I know that's, like this big old house. I'm like, I got 5 kids. I don't got time to be cleaning a mansion. Like my mind was going to a whole different level over here, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, that's going to take me. It's like you really have to process and think, how much time is that going to take for me? How much time is that going to take from the time that I have with the
From
Lord?
my kids.
With the
From
Lord and the kids, these kids that God has entrusted to me to teach and train up in the way they should be. Like, is this going to take that away from what my main job is?
right. But
Right?
again, that's that lie that, okay,
Yeah.
if I show you this, then you're gonna want to go after this, but you don't even know why you're going after it. It's just like, well, they say this is what
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do, but you never asked what it was that you were supposed to do. So
Right.
you don't know.
Right.
So
And he
you're
didn't make us
constantly
to
chasing
be.
this thing that it may not even be for you.
That's not your line. That's not where he wants you. He might want you like elusive, where you can be able to move around if he needs you somewhere else.
Hmm.
That's a huge thing because he might not want you tied down to something where you're
Yeah,
like, well,
you
we
don't you
can't
don't know
because
what your path is if
I
you never
gotta
asked.
take like this promotion or whatever that I really don't want, and it's gonna take more time away from me because I gotta pay for this, this, and this, and this. And those are the things you gotta like really take
Ask.
time to
You have to
look at.
ask.
Because that is what distractions,
It is
distracting you away from what he might
what
want for
you're
you.
what you're really called to.
Richard called to,
And
and that'll weigh down on you, girl. Woo!
well, yeah, because you're in a place that you're not even called to be in. And so you put all this pressure and this anxiety on your back, and it never even needed to be there. And then again, you find yourself asking, why can't I get to this place that I'm trying to get to? I always take one step forward and three steps back, and you're not looking at what is the truth. You're living in what culture says is supposed to be, but you're not living from who God called you to be. So you're in this place of chaos, and I don't know where I'm supposed
And
to
that's
be.
where that's where the enemy wants you.
Yeah.
He wants you in the chaos so that this is something about chaos. When you're in the chaos, you don't notice you're in the chaos until
No.
you like take a quiet moment
You
and you're like,
think you're just doing what
oh,
you're supposed to be doing because you're doing what
yes.
everybody else is doing.
Yeah. And then you wonder like, why do I feel so like defeated? And you're feeling defeated because you're in the chaos that is pulling all of your energy away, all of your identity away. Because if I keep you
Exactly.
in the chaos, you don't recognize
You don't know who you
who
are?
you really are because you're too tired. You're
Yeah,
too depleted,
you don't know
right?
who you are. So
Yeah, just like your body without vitamins.
we just keep you
Why
there.
am I tired? Oh, you just take no vitamin. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah,
realize it till it's gone.
yeah. I'm reading this book right now from Wayne Dyer, and it's called Excuses Be Gone. And
Hmm.
he was talking about the definition of a virus because everything stems from our thoughts, and viruses are plague to the body, but they are also the mechanism that's used to mess with our minds. And
Mm,
so he said the definition basically, the job of a virus is to one, to duplicate itself.
mm,
Then the second is to infiltrate whatever it's after. And then the next one is to spread. So he talked about how that relates to how we think and how the enemy gets into our thoughts and messes with our identity because that duplication of these limited thoughts, it spreads from generation to generation. So and so got told this from their parent, and so got told that from their parent. And then your neighbors, they all say this. So it's duplicating, the thought is duplicating itself that I need to do this in order to get that. So it's in church,
mm.
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's literally everywhere. It's in your home, it's in your church, it's in your community, it's in your jobs. You're hearing these things that I'm supposed to be doing, and it's duplicating itself. And now it's duplicated itself. Now it's infiltrating into your thoughts. So now you're thinking, I got to do this in order to get that. Well, I can't be this until I do that. And so you're getting infiltrated by these limited beliefs now. And now it's spread. So you're living in it and now you're the one duplicating it.
Kill, still,
And I was
destroy.
just like, whoa,
Yes,
whoa, whoa.
yes, yes. That's why there was one thing I would do with the kids when they came home and they knew this. There was always peaceful music playing. The environment was clean, straight,
Hmm.
snack like already had snacks ready, sitting, right. It was just like a calmness because
Yeah,
I knew when
because
they
you
were
got to shut
coming
down all the
right.
mess that they
I had
just
to
came
shut down
from.
what they just came from because you don't think about that. People don't think about, okay, your kids are going out into the world, they're going to school or whatever. So now they're gonna, the infiltration is
Yep.
coming from other kids who
Those
you
viruses are
don't know
being
what.
planted
Yeah,
from
you don't know
there.
the viruses that, like, because you know how they come home with colds and then everybody gets a
Yeah.
cold.
You
Well, it's like
know,
you don't know what viruses and things are going on in somebody else's homestead,
exactly. And
right?
just like you said, the flu, that virus duplicates, it
Yeah.
infiltrates, and then it spreads through the whole school.
Then it spreads.
And
It
so
spreads.
do those damaging, limiting beliefs.
Yes. Because my daughters one day, oh my God, I remember it. One of my daughters came home one day and she was really sad. I'm like, what's going on or whatever? And it's like this girl called me the N-word and the, whatever. And I'm just like, so how do you feel about that? She's like, I just feel so bad. And this and this. I said, but is that who you are?
Yeah,
And I would stand them in the
not who you
mirror.
are.
Like, this is who you are right here. That is not who God says you are. And I would tell her what God says she is. I said, I repeat it for me.
Look
I
at
said,
yourself.
look at yourself. I said,
Because what did the
you,
word say? You see
right.
yourself as a person in a mirror, and when you walk away, you forget what you saw. That's what
Yes.
happens when you're looking at yourself. I am the righteousness of God. I am
Hmm.
redeemed. I am healed. I am crowned with glory. And then you walk out that door, and all of a sudden, you're not smart enough. You're not pretty enough.
Right.
You,
Right. And that's why the home became like a pod. So like how
yeah,
we listen to the
that's your
affirmations and stuff.
recharging. That's your
Yeah,
recharge port.
yeah, it is. And so in the morning, I'd have affirmations playing. We had affirmations playing on our the tape recorder. Shut up. Okay,
At
and
least,
so
hey, at least it wasn't the 8 track.
that date track, yeah, and we'd have that going in the house playing while they're having breakfast and all that
Mhm.
different things like that. Because
You gotta arm yourself before
I
you
yeah,
go
I
out
gotta
that
arm.
door.
That's my job. I gotta arm up my kids.
Hmm. But now
People don't think that
imagine,
that's a job.
but now imagine the homes that it's just as chaotic in it, and the lies are being spewed in there of what you aren't.
They don't have those kids don't have they don't have a chance because they don't have a chance to stop and think.
Yeah, it's like it's out here, and when I come home, it's in here too.
Yeah, you got to really
So
pay attention to
you
your home
have to
environment.
you have to know the truth. You
Yeah,
have to know the truth, and the truth is what God says about you. That is who you are.
he says the truth will
Period.
set you free. That's
Period.
true. That's true words right there.
Yeah. It's like the truth that you know, not the truth. Because, people know the truth, people hear it, but you don't know it. But the truth that you know, that'll set you free. And you're like, wait, you can look at it and say, nah, that ain't me.
In me,
That ain't me.
no. And if
Nah,
he can mess, if the identity stuff, that is the foundation of everything right there that we're learning, right? Oh my God, if he can get to that, that's
that's what you
you got to get
you
him
gotta
out of there. You got
understand.
to clean house. You got to
You have
clean
to.
house.
Well, that's how you keep a whole community down. You look at
Oh,
impoverished communities. Why is it that way? Because everybody bought the lie that I can't. Everybody bought
yep.
the lie that we don't get to do this. Who said?
Who said only this one race can do this?
Yeah, who said you can't
It's
do
a
this?
it's a world like
And here's the
who
thing.
closed your doors?
Here's the thing. Look at where we are. Look at where we are. Black president, black first lady, black people are on the billionaire list, the millionaire list. Black people have conquered and been heads of every industry you can think
Known
of:
to the earth,
education, science, medicine, not just sports and entertainment anymore,
right?
but science,
That's crazy.
engineering, history. But yet, you still have the same lie floating through all these neighborhoods that say, we can't do this because they said so.
Because they said so.
You have an example. You have an example that all you need is one. You know what did they say when the mile barrier was broken? It was just one dude that
Right?
went under that 4 minute mark.
Yeah.
One dude. And then I don't remember how long it took after it, but it was very short. I mean, it took years and years and years to break that number.
Mindset,
And
huh?
as
Yeah.
soon as it got broken, right after, boom, 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 people were breaking it. Why?
And but
Because they saw it was done.
imagine, okay, okay, boom on that. Now, let's go back and let's imagine that dude's mindset before he even set that record.
Right.
That part right there. That's where we start.
That's the
We don't
start.
start at the end. We
He
start
came
at the
up and
beginning. We're
said,
we're
I
already
can do this
done.
thing. I can do
Yeah.
this thing.
He's like, I just got to train my body, this suit, to get to the speed that I could go where I can go any speed I want
I
to
can
go.
do what I want. I
But
mean,
I got to train the
you and I
body to
were talking
do
the
it.
other day, and I said, freaking Gail King went to space.
Earth, the final frontier.
Are you kidding me? Are
Girl, in
you
the
kidding
air.
me?
Like,
Gail
Like it was
King,
nothing like she
man,
got in her car and went to space.
Gail and Oprah. Gail went to outer space.
And she's not an astronaut.
No.
She's
So
just
it's
a
like
regular person.
when I hear people tell me now, when I hear people talking and they say, oh, we can't do that because so and so, they ain't gonna get. You don't need a break. You don't need permission to do anything anymore. All you got to do is do it.
Especially our people.
Yeah. You don't
There's
need
there's no
anybody's
limitation.
permission to do anything because
Right.
God said you got his permission.
Yes.
That's all you need.
And you know what's
That's
funny?
all you need.
That's always been there.
It is.
That is why Jesus died on the
Yep.
cross for
It
that right
hasn't
there,
changed.
for choices to go further than you think you could go.
Yep. But
That
there's only
you start at the finish.
only a little bit, only a small that I remember I used to think in the Bible, it's like, what's that small remnant? What does that mean? It means
Mm,
there's only a small little handful of people who are gonna take it and run with it.
that's that's crazy.
Everybody can have it, but
Yes.
there's only so many who will actually believe it and do it.
That part right there now is hitting me hard now.
Nothing's holding you back.
Because it's like no matter if somebody did it or not, you can do it. That's
Yeah,
my thing. It's like
yeah.
just do it.
You don't have, I mean, kudos to the first people who decided to
Kudos.
do it.
Yeah.
But once you see somebody did it, all the, the lid's taken off.
And the lid for women,
The lid is
because
taken off.
we're talking about already her, you're already her.
Yeah,
Our limitations
they're
have
gone.
been like taken off. And even the the word I want to say is how, because how they used to speak about women like they were the dumbest things on the
The second
planet.
class citizens.
Second class, third, fourth class, whatever. Whoever made up the classes needs to be shot anyway. But women,
Get them.
there's no limitation for us. We have
No.
been lit
Look at what did I say?
out of the
Gail
gate.
King and what's her name? What's that girl? Katy Perry. Katy Perry was in space too.
She went to,
She was in the space too.
dang, dude, that's
This
crazy.
Friday
That's
night.
awesome.
This Friday night girl, I kissed a girl and I liked it, was in space. It's like, come on now. There's nothing you can't do.
Oh my
Stop
gosh.
believing the lie. You are already her. Whoever you want to be, you're already her. You already got everything you need to be her.
Yes.
You
Now start
already
thinking
got it.
about what you want to be and do. Ask the Lord to, like, Lord, can you open up my mind
What
to
does it say?
receive what
Open
you
the
want,
eyes of my
of
understanding
my understanding.
so I can see where you can take me.
Yes.
That's what I mean, you wake up every morning, Lord, open the eyes of my understanding so I can see exactly where you
Yes.
want to take me.
And the main thing too, when after you do that, is like when we talk about enter in, like to walk in that finished works, meaning now that you've said that, okay, now what you want to do is trust in the fact that the Lord is going to bring something to you in your brain. It could be in your sleep or
Hmm.
whatever. Just
Well,
know you
hey,
might not see it.
but
Yeah,
it's there.
yeah, you might not see it. You might not, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Oh my God, right? You know, but I find that the empty moments that you're like, there's like nothing visually there, is when you are in preparation. But
Yeah,
you got to make sure you're in preparation, reading books, because you now have to know who you really are,
right.
right?
That
So
means you got to
now
study it. You got to
you
take
have to
some time and
study.
sit
That's the
with it.
part. You
And
have to
that's the
study
that's
that.
that's the thing, because first,
Mhm.
like we said, we talked about the lie. Now we
The
talked about
lie,
the truth. Now the shift. What happens
the
after you get
shift.
the truth?
Yes.
Now you take it, you sit in it, and you start to live from that truth because
Yes.
you've been doing it all along. You just didn't know
See,
it because
you didn't have the definition of it,
when
huh?
you were in the lie
Mm.
and you believed that lie, you lived from that lie. When you
Was living it.
believed that you didn't have any confidence, when you believed that you didn't know what to do, when you believed that you were limited, you lived from that and you didn't have any confidence and you didn't do anything to step into your future because you were afraid. You were living from it and you didn't even know. Now, take that lie and
Flip.
start living from the truth that you already have everything you need inside you and start living from that truth.
Right.
What does it
From
look like?
God's truth, right?
What does it look
So
like when I
yeah.
start thinking, I can't, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. You change that shift in thought and say, wait, I have everything that I need inside me. That means I can learn how to do it. If I don't know how to do it, I can learn. I can ask somebody who is doing it to teach
Thank
me.
you. Thank you. Swoop,
It's
that's what
a
we did.
It's the whole shift in your thinking. Instead of living from the lie, now you're living from the truth. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So if I can do that, then I can find out how to do it.
Because the information is out there. We see
It
this is the
is.
thing.
Oh my
We're not,
gosh, it's more out there now than it
it's
ever
more
has
out there than,
before.
oh my God. This is the thing. This is the switch I
You and
had
I
to
can
make.
go ask Google.
Thank you. Googly. I mean, this is the switch I had to make, Steph, was I'm not the tail and I'm not the tail.
Mm-mm. You're the
I'm
head.
the head.
You're in charge.
I'm the head, not the
You're the
tail. And I
authority.
say that in my brain. I'm the head, not the tail. I'm the
Yeah.
head, not the tail. And I'll say that. I'm the righteous.
I'm
I
the
am
righteousness of
righteous.
God. I
I
am right.
am healed.
There's nothing that
All
I can
these
do to
things.
screw it up. Nothing.
Yeah. It's already
Nothing.
done.
Nothing
You
you
have
can
to
do.
practice. You got to go to practice to be a champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not just going to
Go
show
to
up at the
practice.
Olympics and just, I never worked out a day in my life and here I am ready to run the race. Nah,
Doesn't
it
go.
doesn't work that
No,
way. You got to put in the
no.
work.
Yes. And that's,
You
see,
got to put in the
that's the
work.
work we're talking about. We're talking
Not
about working
striving,
on, yes, because
not
you're
this sweat, blood, and tears. No, it's believing what's
the
already been
truth.
said about you. So
Yes.
what do? You got to get in the word to find out what it
Yeah.
says about you. He
Yeah.
said that if you're going to live from a God consciousness versus a law consciousness, if you're living from a God consciousness, then you have a recognition that all things are possible with God.
Who
All
is that?
things. What again? What does that
Oh,
mean? Are we talking about all or are we talking about all?
we're talking about ALL,
We're
which
talking
when I
about
looked that up, it's
all
everything, all
things are possible.
possible.
So if I'm living from that truth, there is no off limits to me.
And this is the
Now,
thing.
what does that
Wait,
mean?
but the people they leave that this part out according to him, the person who made it,
Yeah,
the
it's like
person who
so that
developed
doesn't
it.
mean that you can come up with some crazy stuff like, I'm gonna drink I'm gonna like jump off of skyscrapers and I'm gonna be cool. He didn't say that.
Not that.
I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna jump off this
You go ahead.
30
You go ahead
story
and do that.
building and yeah, I'm gonna be able to fly. He didn't
Well,
say that.
he made gravity, so you'll figure that
Yeah.
one out.
He didn't tell you that. But did
No,
he tell you that you had all wisdom? Yes, he did. So if I have all wisdom, then there's nothing that I can't figure out.
exactly. That's how the airplane came about.
There's nothing I can't figure out. There's nothing I can't get to. So I don't have to sit around all day wondering and working to try to become more
What you
confident in who I
are.
am. All I have to do is just believe that he said that I am the authority, that I am crowned with glory, that I am a absolute replica of him.
If
He
you
ain't
look at him,
stupid.
you look at yourself.
He ain't stupid. So that means
Exactly.
I'm not.
It's funny. What's coming through my head right now is the Lord is like saying, just like you have a tan, I have a tan, I'm black. That's a definite. Just like he said, I made that.
I made that.
I don't have to try to be black.
Uh-uh.
I don't have to try to have a tan. I have a tan. I
Yeah.
already have it. Now let's go
You're
somewhere. Let's
you're
go do something
cool.
with it.
You're
There's no
cool who
limit.
you are.
There's no limits anymore.
Mm-mm. The limits are gone.
The limits are gone.
You need to tell yourself that every
Yes.
day. The limits are gone. Now, does that mean you're not going to get challenged? No.
Oh, you
Does
have
that
to get
mean there's
challenged,
not going to be obstacles? No, that's biblical too, babe. They're not going to just lay it out for you.
right?
You're going to have to you're going to have to go through some stuff here and there.
Without a challenge, there's no
How do
growth.
you know that you got victory if you never went through anything?
Well, you can't grow like that. You
Yeah,
can't, you don't, and
there's
nothing
there's
grows
nothing wrong
without
with
some
that.
kind of challenge,
There's a pressure, you know?
pressure, like a diamond.
There's a
Just like a
pressure that
diamond.
once you cut through, you're cool. So if you go into it and like my son, he just purchased his first house.
Was
Every
growing pains for
turn
that.
they came around, there was a challenge. They had a problem with this, a problem with
With
that,
that.
problem with this.
You kept calling like they called again. So they're gonna keep
Every
calling
time
because
they
it's
were
just
supposed to close, it got
that's
pushed
how
back
it
because
works.
they didn't have this and they didn't have that. It would have been real easy to just quit and say, well,
Say, forget
I
this,
guess I can't get a house.
right?
And a lot of people do that. A lot of people will just give up because
Woo,
obstacles came their way.
dude.
Obstacles are meant to be crushed.
Yeah. Oh, and to grow, because sometimes those obstacles
They
are
teach
things
you
that are saying,
things.
"Oh, let's get your finances in check,"
Yeah,
because you're like,
the
"Oh, I didn't even
obstacles
think
are there to
about that."
teach you stuff,
Yeah, to line things up correctly so that when you do get the house, it's a blessing and you're
not a
not
curse.
drowning. Because
Right.
that was when we first got our first house, girl. Oh my God. You talk about challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. But by the time we got the house, all our stuff had been lined up
Yeah. I
because
mean,
we had
I
to line it
remember
all up,
I remember when I told John, we used to go look at model houses and I said, I really want one of these. And in his mind, he was thinking, how could we do this? I don't know how we could do this. I didn't care because I was like, I know we could do this.
Mhm.
I believe God wants us to have a nice home. So
Raise these these babies.
It'll come about. And it's
You
like,
just got so you have to keep living that dream, like putting it,
I
and you
had
were
to
putting it in
put it
front
in
of
front of
you
my eyes.
and touching it and seeing and probably visualizing yourself in that kitchen or
Yeah,
visualizing.
I would see myself in there.
That was the trusting of what God can do for you because He says, I supply all your
All
needs.
your
You
needs.
have
I didn't
three
know how it was going to
kids.
get done.
Yeah, you have three kids. You want
On
to
a
be in
teacher
a stable
salary.
place, where they can grow and
Yeah, I had
stay.
no idea how it was going to get done, but
God
I
said, I got this.
believed that
Yeah.
it was mine.
Yep.
I believed he would find a way to make it happen, and he did. I wasn't willing to give up on it just because it looked hard.
Hard. Yeah.
This stuff is going to look hard all the time. But what does that have to do with me?
Yeah.
You know? What does that have to do with me?
Nothing.
So, so what does it look like to live from your truth? Okay.
Mm.
Example.
Give it.
I I was feeling like my vision was defining me. That's what I was believing for a while. It's like I can't do this because of my vision. I can't do this because of my vision. And I had to stop and say, That is not the truth. My vision does not define me,
Define
or
me.
my lack of vision does not define me. So, what do I need to do? I need to live from the reality of who God says that I
Feed
am.
you. Yeah.
So, I decided to go do what I wanted to do. And the Lord told me, when you walk into a room, own that room.
I remember
Shoulders
that.
back, chin up,
I
act
remember
like
that.
you belong there. Don't walk in there like, "Oh, I wonder if somebody will help me," or, what if I can't do this? What if I can't see? You walk in there like you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You belong there. And was it scary? Yes.
Yes.
Was I feeling intimidated? Yes. But I did it because that's the truth.
And God provided help from people
Provided
you didn't even know.
every time
New
I did
friends.
something. I remember I went to this conference one time and I was standing in line and I was we were going through the lunch thing. They had a buffet set up. And I'm thinking, okay, this is
Hungry.
challenging. This is challenging. So I said, what do I need to do, Lord? And he said, open your mouth. And so there's a lady in front of me, and I said, "Excuse me, I am visually impaired. Do you think you could help me with the lunch line with what's here and tell me what's here?" Absolutely. I'd love to.
Wow. See,
It
wow.
was just that easy of opening your mouth and saying what you need without feeling like you're like the scum of the earth because you need something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to bother anybody. I don't want them to know that I can't see. What kind of stupid idiot stuff does that make? You don't want
Doesn't it?
anybody to know you can't see? So what are you going to do? Walk off a cliff because
Cliff,
you don't
like,
want anybody to know?
I think that she couldn't
I mean,
see. Did she not see
that's
that? No.
the stupidest thing. That's the kind of stuff that the enemy will tell you. Don't ask for help. You don't need anybody to know. What kind of crap is that?
It blows me away how how they try to entertain other people's stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're worried about other
what
people.
they
It's like,
think.
but you aren't, you got to get from A to B,
Right.
right?
Not time to be worried about what they think.
Yeah. And it was, I remember you saying, when we talked about owning the room and stuff, and you're like, when I walk, Mo, what do you see? I said, you know what? If you just lift your head up like 1 inch, because you're used to like looking down.
Yeah.
Because I've been with you since
I was used to looking
junior
down
high,
because it's like, I need to
right?
know where the holes are.
Right.
Where are
And
the
so
potholes?
if you just lift your head up, just like literally 1 inch, Steph, you're there. You already walk with the poise and the confidence. You just don't realize you have it, right? Isn't that like
Hmm.
that crown? We don't know we
Yeah.
have
The
it.
crown is falling. Just
It's
lift
like,
it up a little
yeah, it's like,
so it sits straight.
so you're already carrying everything that God has for you, and you don't even realize you have it. And then you
You just
just
have
looked
to
up a
you
little
just have
bit,
to
and then
live
you just
from it.
walked, like you said, you straightened up a little bit, and that's like just little tweaks in how you walk,
So
and it
tiny.
changed
So
everything,
tiny.
everything.
And it's like, open your mouth and say what you need.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about looking stupid.
To who though? That's
As he is, so am I in this world. He ain't stupid. I'm not
oh,
stupid. How do you find information if you don't ask?
and why do we think we know everything?
Right.
Like conquered, you've conquered the world. I remember my grandson Jalen. He goes, told his mom,
Everything.
he goes, Mommy, yeah, I don't need to go to school anymore. She said,
Right.
What? Why don't
I
you need to
got
go
it.
to school anymore? She's like, I know everything already.
What is Theo?
You're
I
5 years
got this.
old.
What Theo was always talking about dad. I
bam,
got
I
this.
got this.
Like,
He's like,
you
oh, you
don't.
got this.
We are on a progression. We are constantly
It never
learning,
stops.
constantly growing, constantly moving through this journey called life.
Mhm.
And you got to do it from the place of what is true,
Right,
not from the
right,
lie, not
right.
from the lie. So stop striving.
It's
Stop
yeah.
working so hard to try and figure things out and take the idea that I already possess everything that I need.
Now let me just home it in.
Yeah.
Stay plugged in like you do your cell phone into the source,
Mm-hmm.
right? The vine, you're the branches. Stay plugged into that vine to
Because we get a choice. We get a choice. Like I said, you've already been doing it.
didn't know.
You just plugged into the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Plugged into the lie instead of into the truth. You lived from the lie instead of from the truth. So it just takes a little shift
Hmm. Little mind shift.
and decide that I'm going to live from the truth about myself versus this thing out here.
Hmm. And to, another
You
thing
can do it.
that helped me
You can do
is
it.
to stay in my season, because God is a man of seasons. I'm in my season. I know I'm in a season. Okay. Now, I need to trust him to not walk in front of him.
Right.
Like, let's say we're at
Trying to
Disneyland.
figure it out.
Yeah, trying to figure it out because our minds are designed to keep us safe. So it's
Right.
gonna think of scenarios. You got to
You
shut
don't want
that
to do
down.
that. Oh
Yes,
no, you
because
don't want to do
that's
that because that
right.
might be a little scary. You might
Yes,
fall.
yes.
That's what our
Or
mind
it gives
does.
you all of these scenarios like, oh, if I do that, I might die. If I do this,
Right.
it's like you're
Not
you're
gonna it's
running.
going
Like,
to.
let's say you're at Disneyland and it's a crowd of people and you're with your parents and you decide you're gonna walk up ahead of them and you feel a little lost, right?
Right.
Instead of staying where they are,
All of a
holding
sudden you
your
look around
dad's
and
hand or
you
mom's
don't
hand,
see them.
right? Because you're little, remember, because your parents are taller, you're little, or whatever. So you follow along. That's where you want to be, right there with the Lord. Don't
Connected
walk
to the
ahead of him.
vine. Connected
Yes,
to the
stay
vine.
connected. Stay there. And you're like, how do I do that? Okay, so your mind will start thinking of the scenarios. Okay, you got to shut. That's when you say stop
Mm-hmm.
and you start repeating, the Lord supplies all my needs.
Yeah.
All those
Well,
little things that you used to read, just tiny little things.
just like,
Just it's
when I
almost to
was
stop
in the
yourself
house
from
for the
not
first
believing,
time.
huh?
Just like when I was in the house for the first time after Noah
Yes.
was gone. It's like all these scenarios of
Um,
somebody's gonna break in, somebody's gonna do all this stuff. It's like,
did they do
no.
it before? It's
Like,
like,
no, 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 no. I am going to lay my head down in peace and sleep because you alone, Lord, are my safety.
yes.
You're my protection. I'm not gonna sit up here and worry about this all night. I'm gonna live from the truth and go to bed.
Yeah. Because you're in the season now of learning to be content in a peaceful environment
Right.
that you are
That I create.
creating, that
That
you are
I create.
creating,
Yeah.
right?
It's a whole
And that
difference.
that and remember, you've had kids all this time, you've had dogs all this time, you've had these things
Right.
that
I
God
mean,
says now
it
those are
took
just those are
time to just get
distractions.
used to the dog not being
She,
here.
dude, she called me. She's like, "Oh my God, what do I
It's so
do?
quiet.
This
It's
is
so
weird.
quiet.
It's quiet."
There's not this crazy barking outside, ruining
Right.
my zen. I mean,
That was like hidden chaos.
the first day I woke up and I'm like, what's
What
wrong?
is that?
What is
That's
wrong?
silence.
What is happening here? And I realized I got up and I didn't have to let the dog out, so there wasn't this rampage of barking while I'm
Right.
making my tea. It's quiet.
Okay, so explain. Okay, explain. See, people are like, "What are you talking about?"
Okay, so
Explain
my
when you
dog
wake
has
up and with the
my dog
dog though.
my dog has anxiety. I don't know how it happened, but my dog
I
got
ain't gonna
anxiety.
talk about
So
that.
when you let her outside, she just barks like a maniac because there's a dog next door. And
Hmm.
so if that dog is outside, she just starts barking like a maniac. And you can't shut her up. This was every day.
Hmm.
This was
Hmm.
every day. So I get up in the morning, I'm happy, life is good. And then the dog would go outside, and all of a sudden she'd start her rampage of barking. And I'm sitting here and I'm trying to stay in my place of peace. And all of a sudden, I just, like clockwork, would end up going, shut up, dog. This is a regular. This is a regular. And I'm like, this dog is ruining my zen. I was happy when I woke up. And so I told Noah, when you
Somebody.
when you move out, you need to take this dog with you. I can't do this anymore because she's ruining my peace. I love you,
Like,
dog.
okay, wait.
You got to go.
Okay, how many years did you put up with that?
She's gonna be 4 in July.
Okay.
Okay,
And
the crazy barking started, I'm guessing around maybe 2. So, a good 2 years of this.
but this is the thing. This is the thing. And this is what blew my mind when we talked about this was that the dog, you got the dog. This was after John died. You
Yes.
got the dog because you said, because John says you're supposed to get a dog
I got the
when the
dog
other dog is something,
because
something,
think about the virus, the duplication,
the
the
duplication.
infiltration, and the spread. We, in our 32 years of life together, my husband was the dog man, I was the cat person. He brought me over to the dog side. We always had a cat,
Okay.
but he brought me to the dog side.
Uh-huh.
And the thing was, when the dog gets to a certain age, you always bring in a puppy so the older dog can train the puppy. We've done this time and time again. And so husband's been gone on the
Oh,
28th, 8 years now. And so 4 years ago, my older dog was getting older. And so my brain says we need to get a puppy because she's getting older.
now wait, everybody.
I
We
didn't,
discussed this to
I didn't
not
want,
get the dog.
she
And
said it.
one
She said
day
it.
I hear
She
a
said it.
dog.
She said it. I said, I got a dog. I got the dog,
I was
Monique.
like, no, you
This
didn't.
was this was in my brain. We got to
Isn't
get the
that crazy?
dog because the dog is getting older, so we got to bring in the puppy. And after I got that dog, I was like, why did I do this? I don't even want another dog. But that's how deep ingrained the mental thing is because this is what you know. It's
This
not the
is this is
truth.
the picture that has been put.
It's not the truth, but it's what you know.
Yeah, what I've been told.
Hey, if I'm living in South Central, we don't go to college. This is
Oh, we
not the
don't drive
truth.
outside of LA because we
This is
might
not the
die. I don't.
truth, but it's what we know.
Mhm.
We don't go to college. This is what we know. It's not the truth. So I get this dog and I'm like, why did I do that? And I'm instantly regretting it after like 3 weeks or so. I don't want this. I didn't want this dog. But I'm like, well, I got the dog. I paid for the dog. So I
I'm
guess I got to
like,
keep the dog.
get rid of the dog.
I guess I got to pay for the, I guess I got to keep the dog. And so we're going along
Like,
and
that's
it's
a lot of lies. You hear that? Like,
not.
like who
Honestly.
told you
And
this?
I even told Noah, I said, I think we should find another home for the dog. But by then, kid is already in.
Locked
Oh,
in.
we can't. We love her. She's our
Oh,
home. Ah. So I listened to him again and I keep the dog. And so after this last year, I mean, it was just really weighing on me. And so Noah got engaged, and I said, "Look, Noah, when you leave, you need to take this dog with you, because I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
wait, you're
She
missing so much stuff right now.
has to go."
Okay, wait, no, wait, hold up. She didn't come to this just like automatic. Okay. She came to this when she's walking down the stairs and she steps in the poop.
And the dog poop
Like,
because she
what
didn't want to go
just
outside because the dog got to the
happened?
place where she didn't want to go outside
Right.
because there was turmoil outside.
That means there was a bird or something. But too, the other dog passed away. So she
Yes.
really started
So
tripping.
now after we had to put Bailey down because she just got too old,
Mhm.
it really got bad for her because it's like now she don't have her buddy with her. So now
Yeah.
the anxiety is really kicked in.
Oh.
And it's like every day I'm alone with this dog and I'm like, I can't do this. My peace is gone. I don't want you anymore. But I'm feeling bad. I'm still feeling bad because it's like I got the dog. I'm responsible for the dog. So I told Noah we need to either find another home for her
Oh.
or you gotta take this dog. So he says, yeah, I'll take the dog. I'll take her. We'll see what he does. But I have peace now. My house is quiet and I love it. I
Oh.
love it. Me and
Yeah.
me and the cat were just sitting on the couch last night, just watching a movie. We were happy.
Don't even know what the cat, she
We were
said.
happy.
I said, wait, the cat came and sat
'Cause
by
I
you
was gonna,
while
I
you
was just
watched the
gonna,
movie?
I was gonna clean house and get rid of everybody. But then I thought, ah, man, the cat's not a bother. I like her.
But she's never like sat
You
and
know,
watched
cause
and
no trouble.
chilled.
Yeah,
The
she
cat is
comes,
happy as
she
heck,
comes,
baby.
the cat comes and chills with us when she wants to. But
Uh-huh.
she's like bothered by the dog too. So, so the moral of the story is,
A book, a little child book.
the moral of the story is you got to stay true to what is real and true and live from that place. You don't
Yeah,
have to sit there and take in the lies that seem to be familiar. They
yeah.
could be familiar. They might be familiar because you heard it all your life, but that doesn't make it true.
Yeah. And that's a good point that you're making because if you want to start this in your life where you want to like know who you really are and just like walk in that, you got to start with the house cleaning. And that's
Yeah.
the like sit back and seriously think
Look
about
at things.
look at things and like why are we doing this?
Right.
Like
You have
why?
to ask the question, why did I
Yeah,
get this dog? And I
why?
realized it wasn't because I wanted a dog. It was because that's what my husband always did.
Who is not
He
here
was no
to
longer
take
with
care
me.
of the dog
Yeah.
as there is a dog
It wasn't
already
an issue
here.
before because he always took care of the dog. I didn't have
Oh
to.
man.
And
Yeah.
mm-mm,
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what
live from
that's
the truth.
for the Steph, she's been doing that. And then she started like after she started woosawing and like really talking about dogs.
Yeah.
Can you hear these click, 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 click on the that's not my dog. I'm at my son's house. Sit down, River. Thank you.
He's like,
But
somebody say dog.
yeah, it's like you started like really sitting back and evaluating and just like, you know,
What do I
it's
want?
dim in the house.
Yeah.
I need light.
Need more light in here.
And you figure that out of what to do about it and had a guy come and put like light. I mean, I was like,
Yeah. But see,
whoa,
again, I didn't do that. God did that. All
God
I
did that.
did was take stock of what do I want.
What?
When I figured out what I wanted, he provided it.
Beautiful.
My whole house got lit up with recessed lighting free. I didn't pay a dime for it.
She did a barter and trade.
Exactly. So it's your job to figure out why you're doing what you're doing and then ask yourself, what do I want? And then trust him that he got you because he said
Yeah.
all your need,
Oh,
everything you
yeah.
need. I
Yeah.
got.
That's a because that even goes like for me when I moved
Trust it.
out to out here, and I sat back and I literally wrote down what kind of apartment I wanted. Because the last apartment I lived in had nothing. Like no amenities, like nothing. No
It was
dishwasher,
walled.
no, yeah. It's like I had to, and so I was like, I want certain things, right? If I'm gonna be in an apartment for a little while. And so I wrote these things down, right? This like a little list. And literally once I did that, it was like he was sitting there saying, okay, now I
Now we
have
got something to
something to
work
work
with.
with. And it just opened up the doors to where I could afford and how much rent I want to pay, and walked
Hmm.
into the apartment. Every single thing I put on that list to literally the position of the apartment from the balcony, what I see when I look out the balcony, to the fact that washer and dryer, I don't have to have quarters no more. Like, yes, they have it where you got to go to the big thing. And I'm like, I don't want to do
Don't
all
want to
that.
do that.
And
Don't want
like,
to do that.
just all these things where it looks like a condo. It's like, would I buy this if I, heck yeah, if it was by the beach or something like that? It's like something already
Right.
in my mind.
What you
But he
want.
knew. I look out that window, Steph, with the sliding glass doors with the balcony. I'm like, wow,
But we have to
you
give voice
planned
to it.
this.
We have to
Yes.
give voice to it and then
Yes.
realize that we are in a partnership. When you're connected to the vine, we work together. He's nourishing everything that you need, and
Yeah.
you're
And that's,
producing the fruit.
yeah. And that's the part where we say, you're already her. You're already it.
You
Now
have
let's see
everything that you need.
what does her want?
Yeah.
What do her want?
What her want?
What her want? Do
What
her
her
know what she
want?
want?
That's the first. You figure out what you want, and he's already put everything in you to achieve it.
Yeah.
You have the ability to get what you want.
So go in your brain and then press that button and say, okay,
Boop.
like let's say it's confidence or something or
You
whatever.
you
Well, let me go
already
in and press my,
are
yeah, the little
confident.
button's never been pressed. So
Yeah.
press it. And now go to the word and see what it says about that. And
Hmm.
then say, Lord, show me some books that I can read so I can develop these different things in myself.
Yes. Do the homework.
And the homework is the time that he's got you in the green room. Before you go on stage, he's got
Hmm.
you in the green room in the marination spot. You're marinating,
It's like
you're
all
growing.
the seeds of confidence are
Right,
already in you.
right.
All the
Yes.
seeds of success are
So now it's time for
already
the
in
popcorn.
you. Now
That,
you water them and let it grow.
yes, because guess what? Nobody can take your knowledge.
Oh,
My people perish because they have no knowledge. Nobody can
you
take
got to
that
go
away
get
from
it.
you.
You got to go
So
get it.
start eating. Start eating. Eat the word, eat the knowledge, eat the stuff up. So you start to grow on the
Mhm.
inside. And when
And then
it's
it
time to
reproduce.
move out of the green room onto the stage,
You'll be
you're
ready.
ready.
You'll be ready.
You're
It all
ready.
starts on the inside.
And do this with your kids,
It all starts on the inside
please.
and comes out.
Yes. You see something in your kids and you're like, that could turn into something.
Don't let it.
You're messing with my kid's confidence, my kid's identity. You, as a parent, take your butt to the library, or like the little, what my granddaughter has, her little tablet that has the downloads the little book or whatever. Get some kind of confident book that they can read. Or if they're little, you start reading them. But you are that responsibility.
You.
Not the
That's
school.
your mission
Not the
now.
school.
Yeah, it's not their
You.
job. It's not their job
You.
to instill the truth in your children.
No.
It's your job.
It's your
But you
job
can't
because
instill the truth in your children if you don't have it in you.
you don't.
It's not going to
Because
happen.
guess what? You're going to harvest what you put out. If you
Yeah.
don't put
You'll
into
be
them,
you'll be part of the virus.
exactly. And if you're doing it for you, That's the one thing. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. That's the one thing Brian and I would do. It's like if we're because we have books, like whenever we're reading a book that's a leadership book or something like that. I had the book, he had the book, the same exact book, and we're reading together. Guess what? Who else is reading those books? My kids. So
That's
when I
right.
I would buy like a case of books and say, here's your book, here's your book, here's your book.
Yeah.
We are all on the same
Nobody
page
left behind.
because we're a
Nobody left
team.
behind. Yeah.
We're a team, right? If they're too little, then you get
You
the
read
little
it to them.
confidence books for little kids and
And
you
you read
read
it
to
to
them.
them.
Read to them.
But
Teach them this
every
stuff.
day, instill the truth in them.
And,
Instill the
and
truth
if
in them,
one of
and
the
then teach
truths,
them to live from that truth.
yes, yes. And if your kid, if you notice when you go places and your kid cannot look a person in the eye, or your kid is hiding behind you,
Mm-mm.
you better nip that.
What does the word
And
say?
they thank you.
You are a light, shine. That means you get up front
Yes,
and you shine.
thank you. Because there's no such thing as shy.
Now, that's fear.
That's fear.
That's fear. And you have either love or you have fear, but they will not exist
They
together.
can't go together.
One
Because
will be
fear and
one
faith.
will be absent.
Because
And
fear
perfect
is
love
without
casts
faith.
out fear.
Yep. See, it's fun. See, when you look at this, I know we start getting fired up when it comes to this because you don't realize the little tiny things, the little seeds, baby.
Yeah.
They will grow in your
They
kids,
germinate and
and you're
grow.
and you're gonna sit around. You're gonna wonder. I don't understand why my
And then
kid
you
can't
have a
even think.
teenager. You got a teenager who's all emotional and got all these emotional deals. And next thing you know, you got some doctor trying to put them on medication. No, they need to
Right,
know the truth about who they are.
right. And if that's happening, that's when you have to sit back and like, okay, so where did this come from?
Where did it start?
I might do this. Let me
Let
start
me
working on
root, let
me
me
in
root
that
this thing
area.
out.
Yeah, let me work on me in that area because I kind of know how that kid's feeling or whatever.
Mhm.
If I start reading and
And
learning
that's why
about
it's so
myself,
important to get it down in yourself because
yes,
it's gonna duplicate to your kids.
yeah, on accident, literally, it'll just pour out your skin
Yeah.
and you
So
won't even know that it's
have
on your
to
kids.
you have to recognize and know that you already are who you were called to be.
Yes,
And it is just a matter of deciding to live from that truth.
on those shoes. Put on the
That's
truth shoes.
put it on and start walking in it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's it, man. That's it.
that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I get fired up when I start talking about families and kids because
Yeah,
it
because
starts, like you said on that one
it
part, it
it
starts from
trickles
someone.
down. It
It
trickles down.
trickles.
It goes from generation to generation. You want to know how generational curses happen? Because everybody believe the same thing. There's got to be a breaker that
Yeah.
comes in and says, "Nah, that's not good. We're not going with that anymore."
I noticed one of the big things now that's out is death because that's all you see on TV. That's all you hear.
Hmm.
Everything's leading you to death. You got to shut that down.
Ah, we
What
are
does God say about
we are
that?
light and we are
I
life.
came to give life more
He was
abundant.
he didn't say I came to give death. I
He
came to give
didn't.
life.
He didn't. So you got to
I came
start
to bring
watching
light.
that.
And he told us you are the light in this world. You are the
Yes.
salt of the earth. Go season it. Bring
Yeah.
that flavor.
Bring it
Bring that
instead of just
flavor. We're
like
not
dying.
dull and dark and dead. We are light. We are seasoning.
Hmm. Yeah.
And we're the example. So
Because if he could start that early,
time. It's time to start walking in that. You are already her.
yes, yes,
Challenge.
yes.
Challenge for the week. We're gonna live this thing out. The live it out challenge. So here,
Live it.
anytime this week that you start bringing in those feelings and thoughts of I can't, I'm not enough. I don't know how.
Mm, mm.
I'm not. Anytime you start bringing in those thoughts of I'm not this week, I want you to stop yourself and change it to something from the truth. If you're thinking, I don't know what to do, that's when you change it around and say, I had the wisdom of God. If you're thinking, I'm not enough, turn it around and say, I am more than a conqueror through Christ who strengthens me. I don't care what it is.
Hmm.
If you don't know, then get on AI or Google, what does
Oh,
the word say about this?
this.
And
Yes.
it'll give you some scriptures and you just start saying that one. What does the word say about being not enough? What does the word say about gaining confidence? What does the word say about not knowing what to do? Get on Google and ask,
Yep.
and it will tell you. We're not in a place where we have to guess anymore or read through a concordance with, 20,000 pages. You can just ask Siri.
Her name is Saray.
Let's go ask. So
Yeah.
when you start getting that thought, you need to replace it right then. And here's your bonus challenge. You need to do one thing this week. And hey, you get extra points if you do more, but you need to do one thing this week as her,
The
as
new
that
her?
as that woman that you want to become. So you think about it. When you're getting ready to do something, ask yourself, what would she do? How would she do this? And then step out and do it that way and see how you feel.
Oh yeah.
How
And
you
too, when she
feel.
said like the verses and stuff like that, I have an what do you call those? One of those eraser pens, whatever. I write on my mirror in my bathroom.
Hmm.
So because I
Mirror, little
see
post-its,
it in
whatever.
my face.
Remind yourself of who you are.
Yes. Because he wants to steal it the minute you put it on there, he wants to steal it right that second.
Yep. So write it down so you can remember it.
Yeah. You gotta like make it like it's natural to you. So you gotta always say it out
Yep.
loud. Remember, we talk about use your voice.
Use your words.
Yes.
Use your words. So that's your challenge for the week. Whenever that thought comes up, replace it with the truth and
Mhm.
do something this week that she would do. The
Yeah.
woman who has already where you want to be because you already her.
Because you already heard.
You already
You're a
her. So
champion
you might as well start acting like her today.
today.
Today, start acting like her because you're her.
Oh my goodness.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That
I'm
was
excited.
fun.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So yeah, hey,
I am too.
share this with somebody.
Please.
Share it with somebody. You know somebody.
Yeah.
You know somebody who
It's
needs to.
time to just like know that we are in a warfare right now. We're in a warfare of, like I said, still kill and destroy. And it's time to
Mhm.
say, shut up and get out my face. That's all I got. It's
Get
time.
to stepping.
It's time. It's time to get ready
Get to stepping.
for what he's about to bring to you around the corner.
Yeah,
And
I
I
mean
we want you to we want
it's
you to be
already
ready,
there.
guys.
It's already there. You just
It's
gotta accept
there.
it. All
But
you gotta do is
he's not
say
gonna give
yes.
you what you can't handle. Woo!
But you can handle everything if you choose
Exactly.
to.
When you believe it.
If you choose to. So just
Yes.
just decide to.
Yeah.
Just make the choice and decide to.
This was great, Steffi.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
So make sure you share it with somebody. And if you
Hmm.
haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button so we can keep doing what we're doing. Encouraging you.
Yes. It's fun.
Encouragement, encouragement. I love it. I love it. I
Well, you
love it.
guys have a fantastic rest of your day, or if you're listening to this at night before
Sweet
you go to
sleep.
bed, hey, great
Go to,
night's sleep,
go to sleep
blessed
in
night,
peace.
in
Go to sleep
peace.
in peace. Wake up in peace and stay in peace.
Because we wake up at the finish line.
That's right. We're going from the end, not the beginning.
Go from the beginning, baby, to the more beginning. I don't even know if that's a word, but whatever.
Ah. We starting at the end. We already done.
We're there. We're there.
All
We are
right.
there, there, there. All
See you
right.
next time on the
At the
beach
beach
house.
house.